was a conscious attempt to redefine what the show was for ourselves, really, because we always wanted it to be surprising and unpredictable, and it was getting predictable that we kept doing very bleak and nihilistic stories.
I know you've won many awards, but San Junipero seems to have won more than any other episode. Why do you think that show resonates with people, that episode?
I would say, I think it's an interesting one in that it was very different. It was consciously a different tone for our show. It was a conscious attempt to redefine what the show was for ourselves, really, because we always wanted it to be surprising and unpredictable, and it was getting predictable that we kept doing very bleak and nihilistic stories. So I sort of thought, well, let's do a hopeful tale and a very optimistic one. And I guess, I mean, especially hidden amongst all the chilling stuff we have often in our show, it certainly stuck out as a little pearl of optimism within there. And I think it really resonated because I think I got very lucky when we were thinking of the storyline, the characters and who they are. Originally I'd just envisaged it as a sort of heterosexual couple, and then changed it up, and it probably forced me to think about the characters more and their background more. And then of course the Owen Harris's direction is peerless, and Gugu and Mackenzie in the lead roles are just so luminous. They kind of, when you're writing the script, you picture the finished product in your head, but I didn't know who was going to be playing those roles when I'm picturing it. Now I can't remember who I did picture because they overwrote it so completely and owned it and made it their own so completely. So I think it's a combination of good luck and good fortune while writing, and just really brilliant work by everyone on the production.
Yeah, and I think the idea is such an attractive one, the idea of going back to your youth and having the opportunity to relive that, but when societal attitudes have moved on and changed. So to go back, especially for our two characters, to go back at a time when their relationship is allowed to even exist, I suppose. So there's something
certainly a marriage would not have been a thing in 1987. A gay marriage would not have existed.
Yes. And I think what's so refreshing about that episode is the depiction of our two older characters. The idea that it's so refreshing for me to see older people represented with sex and youthfulness and carefree attitude and just an attitude, and that's really refreshing, and I think maybe people enjoy that element, the idea that just because we get older that we don't absolutely have to have a sort of personality lobotomy. So I think that was refreshing.